UFC Fight Night Singapore is coming up this weekend, and today I have a complete betting guide for you guys. We're going to talk about confident picks, underdog opportunities, fights that you should not be betting on, my lock of the week, and then my official bets that I will be placing with timestamps, by the way, if you'd like to skip to any particular part of the video. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to our complete UFC betting guide. This time for, like I said, UFC Singapore. Guys, timestamps are there if you'd like to skip to any particular part. Again, like I just said, let's get into the video for today. The first confident pick I have for you guys is going to be Erin Blanchfield. She's taken on Taila Santos, and Taila Santos is a very good fighter. A lot of people thought that she was the person to dethrone Valentina Shevchenko. She's a very, very good technical fighter. So it's not like in this flyweight division that's full of nobodies, Erin Blanchfield is actually taking on a very good fighter. However, Erin Blanchfield has been on a path of destruction, and she's getting better every single time that we see her. In my opinion, I just can't pick against Erin Blanchfield at this point. She has absolutely steamrolled everybody that she's fought so far, and I think it's absolutely crazy. I will get you real time at the time of recording this video what Erin Blanchfield is at the moment. Erin Blanchfield is a 166 minus, so she's still a slight favorite. Nothing's really changed there, but man, I gotta go with her. Erin Blanchfield, I really like her in this matchup. Guys, the next confident pick I have for you is Yusaku Kinoshita versus Billy Goff. And the pick is going to be Billy Goff because while Kinoshita is a very good fighter, I really like the pressure. I really like the takedowns I've seen from him. I would imagine he's going to use this pressure to win this fight. And we have seen Kinoshita controlled on the ground before. And while he does offer good defense, I just really, really like what I've seen from Billy Goff here. I think he's going to come in. I think he's going to implement his game plan. And I think he's going to get a nice win here. I'm feeling pretty good about Billy Goff this week. The next confident pick that I have for you guys is actually going to be JJ Aldrich. Now, here's the problem. At the time of recording this video, let me see, because on Tapology, she is a minus 600 favorite right here. She is, okay, that's been a minus 500 now. So people started putting a little bit of money on Na Liang. Now, Na Liang, I'm trying to not sound disrespectful. She's not dangerous, and she lacks technique. She lacks anything you need in a fight. She just does not belong in the UFC. I don't know how else to say that, man. She's not a good fighter. And JJ Aldrich isn't good either. But like when you have a fighter like a JJ Aldrich being such a big favorite, that really says to who Na Liang is, you know? It's just a different kind of matchup in that sense. And that's why, honestly, like JJ Aldrich will be able to do literally whatever she wants here. And JJ Aldrich would lose to most of the division. And she's a minus 500 favorite. You know, she's a confident pick. She's got to be. All right, guys, let's talk about underdog opportunities for this card. And it is important to note, as always with this, underdog opportunities are just the opportunity here. These aren't necessarily the fights that I'm going to be picking. I'm not picking these underdogs to win. I'm just saying I believe out of all the underdogs, if you're looking for value on your money, these have the best chance of coming true, in my opinion. And the first one is going to be Alex Caceres. At the time of recording this video, he is a plus 300 underdog. That is crazy to me because Alex Caceres has had a career resurgence, okay? He is looking better and better every single time that we see him, with the exception of his last fight, which he still got to win, but still. I wasn't really high on Alex Caceres in that fight. He's taken on Giga Chikadze, who I have questions about now. Is he the better fighter? Absolutely. Absolutely, this fight should stay on the feet, and Giga Chikadze should pick him apart. The reason I like Alex Caceres is, one, because he's one of those fighters who just has a way of winning, you know? You know what I mean? If you ever watch Alex Caceres, that could happen. But two, there's questions about Giga Chikadze. He's 35 years old now. He's been out of the game for almost 2 years, and that is, ring rust is a very real deal. In his last fight, he finally got absolutely destroyed by Calvin Kattar. Like, this was a horrible, horrible beating. I question his mental state coming back after that. Is he going to be nearly as confident? Because if you remember, Giga Chikadze was very, very confident coming to all of his fights. He was going to steamroll the division, and he has been doing that until he ran into Calvin Kattar. I question his mental game. I question the ring rust. I question him being 35 years old. That's why I don't mind Alex Caceres' chances. Plus, Alex Caceres, again, like I said, has a way of winning. So I don't mind this underdog opportunity at all. Guys, I have one more underdog opportunity for you, and that's actually going to be Anthony Smith. At the time of recording this video, Anthony Smith has moved to a plus 220 underdog. And I mean, like, to be honest with you, that kind of makes sense. But Anthony Smith already beat Ryan Spann once, and Ryan Spann, his career has been nothing but inconsistencies, just like Anthony Smith, man. Like, in my opinion, this is one of those fights where either guy can win, and I wouldn't be shocked if Anthony Smith just completely shut down Ryan Spann with his technique, because Ryan Spann kind of relies on knocking you out. And Anthony Smith, how often do you see him get KO'd? You know, that's the thing. While Anthony Smith is going, like, I believe he should be retired. He's slow, he's old, he didn't look good in his last fight, you know what I mean? Ryan Spann has been looking pretty good. I just think Anthony Smith, there's a path to victory for him. Look, he beat Ryan Spann once. He can do it again. He can use the 1-2s. He can get Ryan Spann on the outside. And Ryan Spann, I don't like the fact that he relies so much on his power. Even taking a look at all of his wins, like his wins haven't aged well, his losses haven't aged well. You know? I'm not high on Ryan Spann at all. Very inconsistent fighter, and we could very well see him lose again to Anthony Smith. All right, guys, let's talk fights to avoid. The first one I think you should not be betting on is Rinya Nakamura versus Fernie Garcia. A lot of people, I would imagine, are really high on Rinya Nakamura. Now, I am as well. I think he's a fantastic fighter, okay? He should not be a minus 700 favorite. Let me check up on that real time right now. So, Fernie Garcia moved to a plus 600 underdog. So, that's still, like, you know, that's pretty crazy. Is Rinya Nakamura the future of the bantamweight division? He could be. He's a very good fighter, and he's very good everywhere. However, Fernie Garcia is being criminally underrated in this fight. This guy has very nice pressure and very nice stand-up game. The reason why I'm picking Nakamura in this fight is because the takedown opportunity is there. But I would not be shocked at all if Garcia comes in and shocks the world. Okay? This fight is closer than people are making it out to be. Again, should Nakamura win? Yeah, probably. I am not putting my money there. And even if you want to put your money there, you get basically nothing for it. Okay? I'm not confident in this fight at all. I don't think you should bet on it. Guys, the last fight that I think you should avoid on this card is actually going to be Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter, because the biggest reason is actually Parker Porter. So I believe that Junior Tafa is the better fighter. I believe he's better stand up, and I believe he's going to clock Parker Porter and knock him out. That's what I believe is going to happen. However, Parker Porter, he has the activity, he has the power, he has the size. He can very well get this done. He's coming off of a win against Braxton Smith where his chin held up. He looked aggressive. He was precise. He was powerful. That's why I'm a little bit worried in Junior Tafa. It's tough because then, like, you have Junior Tafa, who is the better version of his brother in Justin Tafa, and Justin Tafa destroyed Parker Porter. So the same thing could happen in this fight, but I don't like the momentum that Parker Porter is actually coming off of with. It's one of those heavyweight fights where anything could happen, and honestly, I think you should just steer clear from it completely. All right, guys, let's talk lock of the week. Who else could it have been? We have the Korean Zombie, just kidding. We have Max Blessed Holloway. Guys, what can I say? Like, even if you want to sprinkle this in a parlay, I have not been this sure about a fight in a very long time. You know, a lot of people make their lock of the week videos and they like to pick an underdog, but my lock of the week is always going to be the fight that I think is closest to 100% to win as you could possibly get. Max Holloway is going to come in and box his face off. It's going to be a Calvin Kattar type performance. It's not even going to be a close contest. Like, these two are going to come forward. I highly doubt there's going to be any ground game. They're just going to come in and box, and Max Holloway is going to absolutely piece up Chan Sung Jung. So Max Holloway is lock of the week, and that's not exactly rocket science to think so. All right, guys, let's talk about my official bets that I am going to make. And honestly, this is a little bit of a tough week. I'm not going to be really playing around with anything this week because there's a lot of fights here where it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm going to be careful this week. There was a big success last week, okay? There was a big success. Damon Black sure let me down, man. But he won that fight, to be fair. He did win that fight. I thought he won that fight. He had it in the bag. But anyways, guys, I love 1.5 round bets. And there's a lot of fights where I can see them going 1.5 rounds, but there's not a lot of fights where, like, I'm overly confident in them going over 1.5 rounds. That's what I usually make the most money on, is 1.5 round bets. Like, I like to parlay them together. I like to do them separately. Not laying in JJ Aldrich should absolutely go over 1.5 rounds. I also think Giga Chikadze and Alex Caceres will Max Holloway and Chan Sung Jung go. I will definitely not be doing that. But also, I like Kinoshita and Billy Goff to go over 1.5 rounds. I might go in and do all that. Honestly, Sungwoo Choi versus Jarno Elkins might go 1.5 rounds too. I really like it. Like, I might continue on with the 1.5 rounds this week. But for, like, straight bets, man. For straight bets. And I also like Waldo Cortez Acosta in this fight. I didn't really talk about him because I wasn't, like, overly confident in picking him. I was thinking about that a little bit more. I was more confident in when I made my breakdown video. But anyways, so let's talk, like, even if you want to add Max Holloway, okay, let's talk about Max Holloway. Let's put Aaron Blanchfield. But even then, like, betting on women's MMA, I really, really don't like doing that. Like, Billy Goff is a nice underdog here, and I can't believe it, man. I think he's a very, very good fighter. He's very underrated. If you want to, like, it's tough. Do I want to toss in Junior Tafa? Like, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to at all. So let's say I want to do these three together. Like, this is really good odds, but that's only because of Billy Goff. If we got rid of Max Holloway, yeah, I guess that's a nice parlay piece, eh? That's a really nice parlay piece. So there's a lot of things you can do here. I will definitely be betting on Billy Goff separately. 100% I will be doing that. I'm a confident pick in him, but he's not like a lock or anything. Max Holloway, there's no point. I'll probably be doing Max Holloway and then parlay it with a couple because, like, that would be like the shock of my life if Max Holloway lost this fight. So I'm going to be betting on Max Holloway completely. I'm going to be putting Max Holloway again with some of these 1.5 rounds that I was just talking about. I don't mind Chidi Nuriguchi's chances at all either. So if you want to do Max Holloway and Chidi, that's over double your monies, which I really like. So, and then if you just were to do Chidi by itself, it's plus 190. So it's an okay week. I'm going to really steer clear. The only ones that I probably will be betting on, like money line, I won't do Max Holloway money line. I won't do. I might dabble in with Alex Caceres a little bit, depending on how the line goes. What if he becomes more of an underdog? Just because, like, for the reasons that I said, underdog opportunity, I might jump on that one. I really like Aaron Blanchfield this week. I'm going to be doing Billy Goff for sure. I'm going to be doing Aaron Blanchfield for sure. But even then, I'm not feeling this week for betting, man. Other than that, I'm going to steer clear. I'm going to bet a lot on the 1.5 round bets this week. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to parlay some of those together again, like I said, with Max Holloway. That's what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to be really careful this week. But guys, with that being said, puts an end to our complete betting guide for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know what you think down below. What do you think about my picks? What do you think about your bets down below? Like, comment down below. Have you made any bets? Let me know down below. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody on the screen right now. You'll have 2 videos from the Clenbat channel. If you'd like to continue watching the Clenbat channel, I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.